Hey there YouTube, fxchannelhouse back with another cool tutorial for Cinema4d. This time I'm going to be showing you how to make this cool Japanese lamp. So also I'm going to show you how to texture this right. And I think it's a really cool tutorial for you to follow up here at fxchannelhouse. So let's start this from scratch and let's make a new project, guys. So let's go. Okay people, so now we have our Cinema4d open, we can start our project. So the first thing I'm going to add is a circle, and on the circle I'm going to put this on a XZ direction. I'm going to my front view, I'm going to start dragging the circles to edit our shape. So I'm going to control and drag to one point over here. I'm going to put the circle on 250, should be okay. And I'm going to continue control and drag to I get the final shape. So I'm going to put one over here, another one over here, continue dragging, one more. And now I'm going to grab on the first circle, I'm going to put this on top. Okay, so now we can go again to our perspective view, and then we can put the Loft Nurbs over here. I'm going to put all my circles child of Loft Nurbs. So now we have our shape. We can start editing this. So I'm going here on the Loft Nurbs. I'm going to set the type to end cons. So when we edit this, we can separate all parts. So I'm going to right click and then make a current state to object, and now we have our shape fully edited. We can hide this, and we can start building the thing from this shape. So I'm going to hide these both shapes, these caps, so we can have like an open object, and we can start making a cool thing of this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make the circles for this. I'm going to grab my all circles. I'm going to Control C, Control V, and then when I have all the circles over here, I'm going to press C to edit all circles. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit a circle over here, and then put this on 2 should be cool. Let's see, okay, yeah, 2 centimeters of radius is cool. I'm going to put sweep nerves. I'm going to copy the sweep nerves on about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 6, 7 times, so I can make all these circles. So I'm going to Control C, Control V, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you can start adding this splines to your circle. So I'm going to add this one. I'm going to grab this one over here, put this one, another one over here. Just the same thing for all the circles. So now that way we can have that shape like seeing okay. So I'm going to continue making the circles, one and another more. Go around here, make it a child of sweep nerves. I'm gonna grab my last circle, go up here, and put it over. Let's go up, okay. And let's make the last one a child of sweep nerves. Now I can delete this one, and I can put all my sweep nerves on a null object, so we can have this better organized. So I'm going to select all and then Alt and G, so that way we can have a full object easily to work with. So if you make a render, you see they already have the stripes and they have the shape, and now we can start texturing this and making this look cool. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab these Loft Nurbs, and I'm going to over here to the startup, I'm going to put on a BP UV edit, and then I'm going to over here on this one, I'm going to make I'm going to deselect all. I'm going to here to the Loft Nurbs, I'm going to select this one, that is our shape. So I'm going to press next, it's okay. And now we can press this one, so we can have our shape like edited over here. I'm going to put this on a cylinder. So I'm going to layer, right click, a new layer. I'm going to press Control A, so we can have the the polygons added to the image, and then I'm going to layer outline polygons. Then that way we can save our image, save our texture, and name it as a texture. Okay, and now we're going to Photoshop, and I'm going to just zoom this. Sorry, going to again to my startup view. Put this. Just going to put this like over here. It's okay. I'm going now to the Photoshop. I'm going to open my file over here, then renders, looking for the texture, that is this one. Now I can start editing to put that, how can I say, to put these symbols and this color, and then we can bring it over to Cinema4d again. So I'm going to put this a little bit opacity down so we can see the things. Okay, I'm going to place a few images. I already have a few images that I'm going to put on the folder for you guys to follow this up. So I'm going to grab this symbol, place it over here, just for this tutorial purposes. Okay, just Control Z. Go and select Shift for make a right zoom. I'm going to press Enter to enter this. I'm going to bring another image for this. That is going to be this Ikari light tree. I'm going to place it over here. It has like a white background, but we can take this off. So I'm going to select I'm going to place this. I'm going to select my wand tool. I'm going to select the white part. I'm going to make a right click and select inverse and Control and J. So that way we can have our symbol with transparency. And just to zoom this a little bit, like pressing Shift, so you can have a good zoom on this, and it's okay. I'm going to place the file. To take this off, and on the background I'm going to put a new layer and make this white. So I'm going to grab my pen bucket tool and put it over here. So once we have this, we can save our image. Sorry, we can save our image and bring it over to Cinema4d again. So what I'm going to do now is going to put just this a little bit down, and also the symbol a little bit down. It's okay. Let's bring this over, just for us to have like a slightest texture to do on this example. So now what I'm going to do for you to have, I'm going to make this one for you to have this stripe looking better. So I'm going to grab my rectangle tool. I'm going to put this on a color, kind of like a reddish pink. It should be nice. I'm going to press a stripe over here, and I'm going to press Alt and copy the stripe here down. So that way we can save our texture, save it for web and devices. It should be nice. And let's make like a texture, call it texture 2 for this tutorial. Okay, so now we can go to Cinema4d again, create a new material. Now this new material, I'm going to put going to select my texture 2. So texture 2 is around, let me check it out over here. I'm going to open this file. I'm going to put the image. You can say no. I'm going to put no reflections, and that's okay. And now we can start to, for you to have that crumble paper shape. I also had a texture, a paper texture for you to use on this tutorial. So I'm going to click my diffusion, and on diffusion I'm going to select my white paper. Oh, right. So that way we can have like that crumble paper. We're also going to put a little bit of bump, so we can have like a little more depth on the texture. So I'm going to put also the white paper over here. Press no. Just increase a little bit the bump, so we can look that better. So I'm going to grab this, I'm going to replace it for this texture. Now when after this, you can see that we have that object already edited, and we're going to continue modeling this and put a light bulb that I also put on a file for you to download, because I don't want to model the whole lamp, because it will take a little bit more. So I'm going to start making a background and also a floor for us to get a nice render. I hope you continue following this up. So I'm going to place a floor and also a background over here. I'm going to make a texture for this. New material, okay, new material. And on this new material, I'm going to make a gradient. On this gradient, I'm going to put this to circular. This part is going to be a little bit white gray, and this one is going to be like a more dark gray. So similar that I did on this image for you to get the full render of the scene. So alright, so we have our background and floor texture. We can start adding to that. So I'm going to control and drag over the floor, and then right click, make Cinema4d tags, compositing background, and take off self shadowing. Now you can then control drag and put it on the floor. So right now, if you make a render, you see that you have a gradient background, but you don't have like shadows or nothing that's to make it realistic. So what we're going to do here on the render, I'm going to start editing out my render settings. So I'm going to put this to 1920 and this one to 1080. So I'm going to also put global illumination and ambient occlusion on the anti-aliasing, put this to best. And we can now start adding some grayscale real lights, because I really like to work with them, and they make really good shadows and really good reflections. So I'm going to put a overhead softbox and also a softbox over here. I'm going to, on the objects, on the softbox, I'm going to turn this a little bit around. I'm going to put this and then bring my softbox a little bit low. Alright, okay, so our object is a little bit huge, so now we can start editing this. So I'm going to grab my Loft Nurbs, and I'm going to put also my stripes. I'm going to grab them all, and I'm going to make Control G to make another null object on this. So I'm going to scale tool, I'm going to start scaling this up. Alright, can scale this a little bit less. Now that should be cool. So see this, make a render on this, and probably with that grayscale Gorilla Light Kit is totally amazing, because it makes a really good illumination on the scene. So we have our object already, cool, and we can start just take this off for us to get this out. And what I'm going to do now is going to put the wire over here, going to bring my light and start doing this thing cool. So over here I'm going to grab my spline tool, I'm going to make a Bezier tool, I'm going to make one click over here and another one over here, should be cool. I'm going to press another circle over here to put this on 2, and I'm going to bring another sweep nerves to make it a shell of this, so that we can have a cool wire coming up over here. So looking cool. And let me just make a render on this. And we can start seeing our wire over here, and we can bring our softbox a little bit up, or make it just not seen from the editor, not from the camera. Also on the softbox, we're going to do the same on that. So alright, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring my lamp, my lights over here, just like a shitty light bulb that I modeled. just for us to put on this project. So I'm going to merge. I'm going to select the light bulb, and then we have our light bulb over here. Going to my front view, just to start putting this on the place here, and then on the top view, I'm going to put this over here. Okay. All right. Just bring this a little bit down, just for us to get a cool position on this, to be on the same position that of this sweep nerve. So let me just put this over here a little bit, because the lights, they don't cast lights or shadows. It's just a bulb that I modeled just for you to have like a fully modeled thing working for this screen purposes. So now that we have this, we're almost done on this project. So I'm going to put another spline over here for this part that it grabs the lamp to the spline, and this should be done. So going to my top view mode, going to make a zoom on this, going to bring again my spline Nurbs, my Bezier, going to make one click over here, and another one over here, another one over here, another click over here, so that way we can make that bevel around here. Then just make another one over here, and now you can bring again the circle, and then another sweep Nurbs on this circle. Make this like around 2. Yeah, one should be cool. 1 is okay, and then let's make this a child of the sweep Nurbs. Grab the both ones. That's okay. So if you see the render, let me just see where the stripe is. Oh yeah, she's download, and going to bring this up. Going to bring this up over here. It's just for the model, get a little bit of a detail when you render. It's look a little bit cooler. So I'm going to put this over here. Just going to on my spline. Going just to decrease this a little bit over here. Going to grab my last point and put it over here. Alright, so now we have this, and then we can go here on the spline, on top. Let's go to the top view. Let's zoom on this. Let's grab the spline, and over here, and then the stripe. Let me just check it out. Where is this? Okay, I'm going to make a zoom. Okay, let's pull this a little bit over here. Now we have to grab that point, so I'm going here again. I'm going to zoom this. I'm going to grab my spline point that is over. That point's a little bit crazy to catch, so it's around here. Okay, so I'm going to zoom this, put this a little bit on here. You know what? We're going to do a new spline over here because this is a little bit crappy. So I'm going to get out of here, and alright, we have the spline. It can stay like this. So yeah, it's okay. Let's just see if I can get this a little bit better. I'm going to zoom on here. I'm going to grab this point and also this point. I'm going to put this just around here. Alright, this is just not going to be seen, so it's quite okay. So we have our fully modeled lamp, and we can make a zoom on this, and then we can start adding this part. So this is like 1. We can join our null object over here. So now we have can press on the null, and we can write this Japanese. Alright, so now we can start just making a a render on this just to see how this is looking. So yeah, it's not looking too good, but it's not looking too bad. So so just a way to show you how you can model things on with Loft Nurbs. And, I think it's really cool. So I'm going to also make a material for the stripes and for the cable, and I'm going to bring on the visualize materials and make it metal, aluminum, and go to your Japanese lamp, and on this sweep nerves is this null object. On this sweep nerves you can bring this over here, and then make black. You can copy this material, Control C, Control V. We can take this reflection off and make the color like black, and we can add this to our stripe, to our over here. So okay, I'm going to bring this, that is this one. Alright, yeah, it's this one. I'm going to bring this over here, and okay, I'm going to also put this one over here. No, this is changed. So this is the cable, and this one is the other stripe. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to zoom this a little bit. Okay. Now I can Control C, Control V, and make another lamp. Just drag them up. Wait, Control Z. All right. Going to my Japanese lamps. Control C, Control V. I have one over here, and I'm going to my object mode. I'm going to select this over here. So I'm gonna also make a scale on this, just for you to have another lamp over here. I'm going to bring my Japanese lamp over here, and okay. So to make a render on this, let me just see what we have in over here. So I think I put this stripes. Let me just Control Z. Alright, and then I make a render. I have our two lamps. Now you can have you can also make another lamp, another size, but always make your textures on Photoshop with a BB UV edit. That way, when you animate or when you do anything, your object and your image sticks on the object, and it's really better than you get to that you make an image without size and then put it on the object, because the sizes are totally different and are going to work really bad on animation. So I think this was the way to show you just how to model with Loft Nurbs. You can do a lot of things with Loft Nurbs, and they are fun. And I also like Japanese lamps, and I have an idea to make this for you guys. So hope you enjoy this modeling tutorial. So keep following the fxchannelhouse, and cheers, guys. See you soon.